Hey everyone, this is Anurag Ray from PestRemovalWarrior.com, and in this video I'm going to talk about will lizard die in your car. Now before we continue this video, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and notification bell so that you can receive updates about my videos when it's uploaded and also help my channel grow. Now yes, lizard can die in your car. The only problem is that when it happens when the lizard actually enters your car. Now during the monsoon season and when there are a lot of insects, lots of things are there, the lizard can enter your car, and once it gets inside the car for some opening, it's unable to get out from that car, and then the dies inside. Now if the lizard thinks that there are a lot of prey over there that they can eat, and they get inside the car. They are not exactly aware that it's a car, of course, so they get inside thinking that it's a space like every other place, and once they are inside it, they cannot find the way to come out from that place. Now let's say if you have kept the windows open inside your car, and then the lizard somehow, and you are not even aware, and then the lizard somehow enters the your car and then stays over there. You probably won't see the lizard because as soon as you try to enter your car, the lizard will immediately hide. So now let's say during that time also lots of insects get inside your car, and the lizard get to have a lot of food. So because the lizard gets to have a lot of food, and there is a lot less competition for the lizard inside your car because there won't be much of lizards, so the lizard will stay there and hoping that they will continue to get the food like that, and it will stay there for quite some time. And after some time, when the insects are all dead or gone from inside your car, then the lizard will realize what kind of situation that it is, and it won't be able to come out because all of the openings like the windows from where the lizard has entered will be closed, and it will be really difficult for the lizard to come out because there is no opening inside the car. And after some time, when it's not able to get any food and anything, it will die out of starvation. And it has a very common phenomenon. It has happened for a lot of people, because once the lizard dies inside, it stings, and then people get an idea that something is dead, and they search for it, and then they see a lizard. This is a very common phenomenon. It's not that uncommon, especially in those places where there are lots of lizards. Now there are a lot of different kind of places around the world where there are not lots of lizards, but some places around the world are there where lots of lizards actually live. And for those kind of places, this is a very common phenomenon. The only way to avoid is to just keep your windows closed at all times, especially if you are going around through those kind of places. And of course, now if there are lots of insects, it's definitely a better idea to close all of the windows, because the insects will come rushing in, which is something you don't really want. So keep your windows closed, and if you keep your windows closed, not only it will stop the insects, it will also stop the lizards from coming inside your car, which is a really important thing, because once the lizard is dead, it becomes very difficult to spot where the dead thing actually is, and because of that it becomes quite difficult to remove the bad smell coming out of the dead lizard. And as you know, car is actually a closed place, so if the lizard is actually dead inside there and you are not able to identify where the smell is coming from, and it stays there for quite some time, the stink will not go away and the smell will stay over there. It will be bad, and no matter how many times you close your windows or open your window, the smell doesn't seems to go away. It's a really awful feeling, because I personally have felt it and I know how it feels. So it's a really awful smell, and it's really difficult to remove that smell from inside the car once it's dead, no matter what you do. No matter even if you use some let's say some of the air freshener that inside your car, then also the stink seems to mix up with the air freshener, and it doesn't comes out actually, which is a really bad smell. And it gets mixed up with the air freshener smell, and it stinks even more bad. So it's not really helpful in those kind of situations. The only way to do is that find where the dead lizard is, and then throw them out of the car, and then only eventually you can keep all the windows open, engines open, and then eventually the smell will go out, and then only you can be able to get inside the car. Now this is not a very favorable situation, so the only way to avoid is to just close all of the windows and keep them closed as much as possible. But it is not a guarantee that it will stop, because at some point of time that you might not be even aware, and during that time, let's say if you keep your windows open or something, if your doors open, the lizard can enter from there. Now these are what I am talking about over here is the small lizards too, which usually are medium-sized lizards that actually get inside car to eat different kind of insects. Now there are even bigger lizards. That's a threat, because these bigger lizards can actually kill humans. And The name of these lizards are Komodo dragon and monitor lizards. So these lizards are very big and they can severely harm humans, especially if you have small kids. Now the thing is that this is not a very common phenomenon, that doesn't always happen, because these Komodo dragons and monitor lizards are not found all across the world, and they don't usually come into human habitat, so it's not a very common phenomenon, but it has happened a lot of times and it is documented. So the thing is, what happened was that a lot of people can, let's say, go on a camping and taking a few cars with them, and then for some whatever reason, they forgot to close the door, and during that time the people are not exactly aware that there can be lizards, big lizards in those places, and they are not completely aware of the threat of that these big lizards actually pose to the humans. So they didn't actually care about those things and kept their doors open, which is quite understandable because people were enjoying during that time. They were not completely careful, of course, so they kept their windows and the doors open. And during that time, the Komodo dragon entered the car and stayed over there. It was hiding inside the car, so the people didn't realize. They just went inside the car. The Komodo dragon attacked. So the Komodo dragon attacked, harmed the person, one of the person really severely, but they didn't die. Then later on, they somehow managed to take the Komodo dragon out from that car. But the thing is that it caused severe harm. Now Komodo dragon has venom in their teeth, and they inject that inside the prey. So they probably injected that spray, but it didn't. The person didn't die, but it was severely injured, and it can create a fatal kind of condition. This is just one of the situations that can occur to anybody where there is big lizards like this. They can get inside the car out of curiosity or out of the smell of the humans that come from inside the car. We may not be completely aware of our smell, but this lizard has a very well developed sense of smell, so they can easily track that there is a human over there, and they can get inside out of curiosity. Even if they haven't seen human before, they can at least think that this is something that they can actually attack. And if they, let's say, if they during that time they spot that there are a lot of humans nearby, well, along with that they're also getting the smell of the human, they can assume that the human can be an easy prey, and because of that they can get inside the car, which is a prey place from where the lot of human smell is coming, and can stay hidden over there for quite some time and wait for the right time to ambush. And when the person gets inside, the lizard attacks the person and gets injured. The person gets injured. Of course, the person may not die immediately, but it can do severe harm. So it's better to avoid this kind of situation, and wherever you are going camping, make sure you know about the environment about that place. It's really important, because otherwise God knows what can happen over that kid. And so yes, lizard can definitely get inside your car, and these both kind of situations can occur with the small lizards to medium sized lizards and with the big lizards. So that's it for this video. I hope you find something helpful from this video. If you really enjoyed this video, don't forget to click on the like, comment and subscribe button. Uploading 2 videos every single week. That is on Monday and Friday. So don't forget to click on the subscribe button and notification bell. Thank you.